Purāṇānaṁ ālayam karunālayam namāmi bhagavатpādam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankarācāryam Keshavam Bhatarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhaginim Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastan Nivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvat Gururitya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Om Bhadram Karne Vishrnayama Devaha Bhadram Pashimakshabriyachatraha Sthirairangai Sushtuvam Sastanupihi Veshema Devahitam Yatayuhu Swasti na Indro Vrittashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti nastakshu Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspati'r Dathatu Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. So we are seeing Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad based on Shankara's commentary. Any text from the tradition, if you want to study, you get associated with a traditional teacher who teaches you what Shankara told regarding that text, or what Lord Krishna told regarding that text, or what Vedavyasa told regarding that text. You don't associate with a teacher who tells what I have an opinion regarding this text. No. Traditional teacher means he only highlights what Shankara told, and also the practicality of that sentences told by Shankara, he will connect with your daily life. So it's a pure blessing that you get connected with a traditional teacher. That itself is a blessing. Proper guidance is inevitable in our daily life, and the traditional teachers are the torch bearers for our life. Now, we are looking into Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad along with the Shankara's commentary. In our tradition, Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad will be taught along with Gaudapada kārikā. Gaudapada is the teacher of Govinda Bhagavat Padar, and Govinda Bhagavat Padar is the teacher of Adi Shankara. When I say in every class, it's an invoke. I am invoking myself, their blessings for us. So, Gaudapada has written kārikās, simple verses based on Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad. It is very important to study Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad along with the Gaudapada kārikā. So, we are looking kārikā number 7. We already saw 6 kārikās which are connected with the different opinions regarding creation. As I mentioned you an example that an elephant is being analyzed by the blind people, and they got certain understanding regarding elephant. Some say that elephant is in the shape of a pillar. Elephant is in the shape of a broom. Elephant is in the shape of a water tube. These are all partially true, but they are the parts of the elephants, or they are the organs of the elephants. Similarly, creation should be analyzed through the eyes or through the vision of authentic text called Vedas or Vedanta. Creation should see properly through an authentic text. You cannot say any opinion regarding creation, whatever you feel regarding the creation. That's not the way to analyze or having an understanding regarding creation. That's a wrong way. So, in the time of Gaudapada Acharya, few theories of creation were existed, and there were followers for these theories. They were predominant, and people believed in these theories of creation. Major theories are 9 listed by Gaudapada Acharya. And we are looking the 3rd and 4th already. We saw 1 and 2. Sarvam janayati pranaha chedomshun purushah pratak. First 2, as Gaudapada listed, creation started from the vital force called prana. And they quote certain Vedic lines also, as I mentioned in the last class, so that you can make believe others that it is told in the Vedas. And Purushaha, they quote certain lines from Purusha Suktam. Purusha evedagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam utamrtatvaseshanah yatannena tirohati etavanasya mahima. Like that, in the Purusha Suktam, everything came from the Purusha is there. So they see a divine Lord called Purusha. It can be anything. Their Upasana Murti, which is being considered as their most favorable deity, it can be their Purusha. So the first vision or the first theory is prana is the basic entity for the creation. Purusha, the second one, is the basic entity for the creation. Now, other 2 visions. I will read once more and I will give you the explanation. This is the 7th kārikā. Vibhutim prasavam tvanye manyande srishticindakaha supnamaya sarupeti srishtihi anyir vikalpitaha. Vibhutim prasavam tvanye. Manyante Srishti Chintakaha Swapnamaya Sarupeti Srishtiranyir Vikalpitaha. Now, Vibhudim Prasavam tu Anye. Prasavam, origination, born, from which the creation came out. Vibhudim, supernatural power, extra, that power which is unimaginable, vibhuti, or the glory of the divine principle. Vibhutihi, the manifestation of creation because of the vibhuti of the divine Lord. Vibhuti means supernatural power. How can we understand what is called supernatural power? See, to make a pot itself, lot of effort is there. You have to find out the appropriate clay. You have to bring the clay. You have to process the clay. You should know what is the ratio of the water and the clay to be mixed into a paste, and you should know how to mold a pot, and you should know how to cook a pot in the sun or in the fire. At last you will get a pot. So much effort is there in making a pot itself. Similarly, the entire creation has lot of things which are unimaginable. Even Shankara says in Brahma Sutra Bhashya, Achintya Rachana Srishti. One cannot imagine how the Srishti is, how the Srishti is been hanging, how the Srishti is holding on around us. Stars are there, planets are there, five elements are there, our body is there, our body has connection with the gravitational force. I have to eat for the energy of the body. My body should digest the food. Lots of mysterious things are there in this creation. One of the biggest fruit, watermelon, and it has a small seed and a lot. How it came inside in a small way, in a small shape. A big tree, banyan tree, and you get a small seed. Similarly, when you look upon the creation, everything is unimaginable. It's all extra power. It's not ordinary power, extraordinary, supernatural power. And this power from the divine is the main cause or the manifestation of the creation. Vibhudim pasamam tvanni. Few people think like that. Srishti chintakaha, one who believe that creation is a real effect or real fact. Vibhudim prasavam tvanye manyante. They consider, those people who believe this Srishti is real, the creation is real, and behind that creation, supernatural power is the prime factor for this creation. This is another view or another theory for the creation, which was very predominant in the time of Gaudapata. Now, another. Swapnamaya sarupeti srishtihi Anyir vikalpitaha. By some others, they think vikalpitaha. Srishti, creation is just like Supnam and Maya, dream and the illusion. Creation is not at all real, it is unreal. It should be considered as we see the dream and also when we see the illusion or the magic of a magician. There are people, one group of Buddhists, Bahyartham Nastyeva. There is no external thing for those people. There is no external entity. Everything came from non-existence and they seems to be existing and they will resolve into non-existence. A group of people, they think that creation is nothing, which is much less similar to our dream. Because in dream, when we see certain things, it seems to be real on that particular time, as long as the dream continues. When we wake up from the dream state, we see that it's all unreal. But while we are seeing the dream, it's a real effect. We don't realize that dream is an unreal thing going on. But when we wake up, then we will see dream is unreal. Similarly, illusion, magic, Maya, Maya, a very beautiful word which often quoted by the philosophers of Vedanta. Maya. I would like to emphasize on this word. In a rubber sheet, if you apply some technology, you can make into a rubber tire which can be used for cars or cycle or motorbike, anything. The material being rubber, the technology has made into another thing. And this rubber is now considered as a tire. And this tire can be used for the purpose of traveling in a car. Without changing its innate nature, it appears in another form and a name. That's called Maya. Rubber never changed its real nature. It continues in its own real nature, but it appears in another form. And it has a purpose in this world. Without rubber, we cannot imagine any vehicle through the road. This is the effect of Maya. Bone, flesh, skin, everything put together, and we say beautiful body. This is called Maya. In reality, if you analyze, they will be flesh and bone, etc., etc. But it's called beautiful body. This is called Maya, illusion. Anything we analyze, everything get resolved into atoms. This is called Maya. So, holding to this theory, a group of Buddhists, they negate the external existence of a thing. Bahyarthavadina. There is no external thing appearing in this world. The whole thing can resolve into nothing when we analyze. Of course, partially Vedanta also accept, but there is a big difference from their vision and the Vedantic vision. Vedanta accept that the thing which appears in front of us is not true. But that doesn't mean that there is nothing right in front of us. In order to see something, there should be something already existing. On that only we emphasize Satyam. There is something existing and which is not known because there is no authentic text or authentic person to make you understand. So that we miss the obvious. And we consider something other than what is existing in real. This is called Maya. So, on the time of Gaudapada, there was a theory, and it is completely seems to be logical, and people believed that any external thing is just an appearance which is in real. There is no existence for the external thing. It is just like a dream and magic or illusion. Swapnamaya sarupedi srishtihi anyai vikalpitaha. If you considered that there is no external thing in real, there is no external creation in real. Others means here Bhahyartavadi, a group of Buddhist people. In Buddhism itself, different types of theories are there regarding creation and regarding God. We will be looking partially on the way of studying Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad, wherever there is a need. So here, Bhahyartavadi, the Buddhism, partially a group of people consider that there is no external thing called creation. It seems to be appearing. Still, if you analyze, there is no external thing existing in this world. So, another two theories come into picture on the time of Gaudapada Acharya. These three theories are being swallowed by a group of people and they follow all these theories, which are not based upon the traditional teachings. They consider something they got and they think that it is true. You know, you started walking to Badrinath. Badrinath is a temple in Himalayas. Very beautiful temple. You started walking to Badrinath from Delhi. After 3 days, you reached some temple. And it's in the bank of a river. And it's written there, Badri Vishalji Mandir. And you think yourself that I reached Badrinath. The temple belongs to the deity called Badrinath, but your walk was to the real Badrinath who is staying in Himalayas. But when we don't have the complete vision regarding anything, we will end up in a wrong confirmation.
Dilipji, your mic is mute. Please switch on the mic.
Dilip, we can't hear you.
Dilipji, oh, the mic is mute. Please switch on the mic. We cannot listen.
You have closed your microphone.
We cannot listen. The mic is mute.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Now
Perfect,
it's okay.
perfect.
Okay. Ichchamatram prabho srishtihi idi srishtau vinishchitaha kalat prasudim bhutanam manyante kala chintaka. Again, I will read. Ichchamatram prabho srishtihi iti srishtau vinishchitaha kalat prasudim bhutanam manyante kala chintaka. Ichchamatram. Another group of people consider creation is completely due to the will of the divine entity. The will, the sankalpam. What is called will? You will have an imagination about a thing what you are doing. And you have the power to create externally. So, you have the capacity to think about a thing, and you have the capacity to create the thing what you have imagined. This is called the will, what we are saying here. Ichcha, will. Shankara says in Bhashya, just as the pot maker, I will read the Shankara's commentary about this will. Ichcha matram prabhoho satya sankalpatvat srishtihi gadadi sankalpana matram na sankalpana adiriktam. Ichcha, the will of a person. He says, Satya Sankalpatvat. When you imagine something, it should be in tune with the right way or in tune with the nature and in tune with the world. Dharmikata should be there. The imagination should be righteous. When you imagine something wrong, the mind itself loses its capacity to create that situation right in front of you. Even if you create, there will be no entertainment behind what you have created. For example, you want to kill some animal and you want to eat that animal. a sankalpa. Most of the people are meat eaters in this world, and they kill animal or they kill birds and they eat. That mind lose itself the capacity to go in tune with the nature. There is a strength for the mind when it go in tune with the nature, in tune with the creation. That capacity will get lost because mind is involved in a wrong deed. That is called unreal imagination. Anything when you sankalpa, you do an imagination, it should be in tune with the nature. Then this is called positive thoughts or positive energy. The mind will be completely filled with the energy to do the right thing. But when you go against the right things, then the mind itself will loses its energy to do that. That is why Satya Sankalpatvad. Proper thinking is itself is a blessing in this world. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. Annapurne Sadapurne Shankara Pranavallabhe Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Bhiksham Dehi Cha Parvati. A beautiful prayer in our tradition towards the Lotus who give all kinds of food. To that Lotus we pray. May your food bless us with knowledge which we can safely put our life in the right track, though that knowledge, and vairagya to keep away from the wrong things which will be an obstacle to our goal. May you bless us to get that in our life. Jnana vairagya. So, Ichcha, Satya Sankalpam, the word is very important. What is proper? What is right? What will be good for the entire living beings or entire world? That only I should imagine in my mind. Satya Sankalpam. So, it's something very important that Adi Shankara mentioned in the commentary. The entity who is divine, on that time, the people believed that the will of that entity is the prime factor behind the manifestation of this creation. Like the pot maker imagines the pot and he creates the same pot. For any production, there should be parents, intelligent cause, material cause. So material cause becomes secondary. Intelligent cause is the prime principle in creating anything. This was considered by this type of people who believe in this theory of Ichcha. Will is the prime cause for the manifestation of this creation. because without the imagination of this divine entity, there cannot be this type of glorious creation. So, nimitta karanam, intelligent cause, Father. Upadana karanam, material cause, Mother. The pot maker is the intelligent cause of the pot. And the pot maker, the clay is the material cause of the pot, who is the mother, the clay. Clay is helpless in creating the pot with itself. But one who have the imagination can create the pot according to his imagination. Icha. They believed, a group of people believed on the time of Gaudapada Acharya that creation is due to the imagination of the divine entity. Iti vinishchidaha. They certainly, they are certain that this belief. Then, kalat prasutim bhudanam manyante kalachintakaha.
Dilip ji, the mic is off.
Another group of people believe kalat prasudim bhudanam. The time, kala, is the main factor for the manifestation of creation. Everything is possible when the time is there. The time will be the kalam. When the time being there, everything will come in a proper way without any effort. Here Shankara says that, see, Kaladeva Srishtihi idi kechit. You don't write more than this one single word, sentence, Kalam, time. Because few Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, the doctrines of Lord Krishna, that Kala is everything. There are sentences. And also in Mahabharata, also, Kala is considered one of the main cause for entire creation, entire things to happen, entire things to heal, whatever happened. In the flow of time, everything get healed. Even somebody thrown some words which are indigestible for you. It will be okay in the flow of time. And the time can create everything in the course of time when it flows. Just like the iron get rusted in the flow of time, everything get decayed. New things come in the flow of time. When you put the seed, it sprouts after a period of time. There are factors involved. Still, the prime factor is the time kala. So few people consider that kala is the prime factor for the manifestation of the creation. Remember that these things are not to be taken as real, intellectual honesty. There is a word, before denying something, you study properly before denial. That is what we are doing now. Oh, I don't like this. You can say it to some dishes. But when it comes to the philosophy, when it comes to the reality, what others say, you just go through them, having an overlook on them, and you deny them. This is called intellectual honesty, what Gaudapada is doing now. Gaudapada is not considering any of these theories regarding creation. So too, we will also not consider any of these theories regarding creation. Before denying them, we will have an understanding regarding what are the theories on that time of Gaudapada and how many followers were on these theories. Followers are not a criterion to believe something. Million and million followers are to eat the thigh of a lamb. It doesn't mean that it's a right deed, Million and millions of people are eating KFC. It doesn't mean that I should follow that. So majority is not a criteria, or followers are not a criteria for my standpoint. When you have the free will to think what is correct and what is not correct, why should I follow somebody? You have to listen what is the reality from the traditional teacher. All over the world, there are traditional teachers. Of course, regarding the Indian philosophies, one should get connected, that's all. So, here, we are not accepting any of the theories. We will study them and we will deny them. What we are doing right now. So, kala prasutim bhutanam manyante kala chintakaha. Every living being and every insentient being come outside because of the time. In course of time, everything will come. Even for healing a wound, for the healing of a wound, we need some time. Even for a chick to come from the egg, at least 21 days we need to wait. To heal a wound which is inside the mind, it will take time. But every day, there will be a healing going on for this wound inside the mind. So, Kala is considered by a group of people, and they are called Kala Chintakaha, the theory of time, one who believes the theory of time. Then, another group of people, it can be Charvakaha. I will read the line and I will give you the meaning. Bhogartam srishtirityanye क्रीडार्थम इति चापरे दैवस्येषा स्वभावोऽयम् आत्मकामस्य का स्पृहा. Once more I will. भोगार्थम सृष्टिरित्यन्ये क्रीडार्थम इति चापरे देवस्येषा स्वभावोऽयम् आत्मकामस्य का स्पृहा. Ninth kārikā of Gaudapada. Bhogartham. What is meant by bhogam? Consume. Yeah, it's another way of saying enjoyment. Upabhogam, consuming. Whatever is here in the creation, it is for the enjoyment of the living beings created in the creation. The Srishti, the manifestation of the creation, is only for the conception, for the enjoyment of the living beings. Srishti is considered for the enjoyment of the living beings. I want to check with another book also. He say for the purpose of enjoyment. One group of people. What is the defect of this belief, When you consider the creation is only for the enjoyment, there will be no importance for the social norms or moral values, You just enjoy whatever you feel in this creation. How can you do that? Whatever flies on your top, you can catch them, you can eat. Whatever swims in the water, you catch them, you eat. Whatever walks in the field and in the land, you catch them and eat. Because everything meant for your consumption. This logic will not fit, Bhogartam Srishtirityanni. Group of people think that manifestation of creation is for the purpose of enjoyment, which is untrue. There are a group of people who are bogies, who are just living for the sake of enjoyment in this world. What they do, in simple words, traditional teachers used to make some jokes, There is a South Indian dish called dosa. That dosa can be made in oil and ghee also. This guy will borrow the ghee from the person and he will give a word that I will pay the money for the ghee. And he will eat the dosa or rice made of ghee without giving the money. Even after a long time, if he asks, he won't give the money. You are just an enjoyer in this world. Whether you cheat somebody, whether you take advantage of somebody, that's not a problem. In this creation, everything is meant for my enjoyment. I don't consider any moral values. I don't consider any type of social norms. I just consider my happiness. My happiness is the main thing. So I enjoy whatever I want. Bhogartham, for the purpose of enjoyment, the creation is here. We should use it. In fact, misuse it, abuse it. Don't consider about others. Don't consider about any living being. You be always happy by any type of actions doing towards others. No problem. You be enjoy in this world. This is called Bhogartham Srishtirityane. This is a group of people on the time of Gaudapada. They are called Charvaka. Charvak. By giving sweet words on the time, and they will take the advantages of the situation. Charvak. Every era will have cheats. It's not that only in this generation people are cheat and selfish. No. In olden days also, there were people who took advantages of others. We know that a lot of countries are being invaded by the other countries and they completely vanished the culture and they created their culture, correct? Whether it is South America, whether it is North America, whether it is anywhere, they just took the advantages. They killed the innocent people who were the real owners of the nature. They usurped the place. We know that the culture hardly surviving with few people. With the gun, with the sword, they took everything from the real people of that country. Even they completely made vanished of the culture. It's very important, Or in this generation only there are robbers, there are thieves, there are people who take no. Every era, even before 100 years, even before 5,000 years, it's a mindset of a person. Everywhere there will be people who are having the mindset of taking advantages of the situation. To steal something, to cheat somebody, to kill somebody. So it's not that you only see this type of people in this time. In olden days, there were everybody were real and they were sadhu. No. Every time there were people to attack others, to take advantages of the people, stealing others' money, robbing others, making lot of disturbances for others, creating nuisance. Every era there will be people. So what I want to say, if you get this type of mindset from a teacher, Bhogartham Srishtirityani, this creation is meant for the enjoyment of this in this world. Bhogartham. You don't consider any values or anything. Bhogam. Just enjoy the world. Don't consider others. Don't consider other living beings. Nothing will come into your mind. You just enjoy wherever it may be. Take advantages of the situations. This is, for that only creation is here. Kridartham chaiva chapare. Few people consider that Kridartham. Krida, reveling with pleasures. Iti chapare, always live in adventurous and produce some adrenaline in every action. Lot of things are there to be adventurous in this world. Srishti has lot of things in different places. Taking to the top of the hill like Everest, crossing the ocean by swimming, cycling from one country to another country, holding the breath and go inside the water for a length of time. So Srishti, in every side, lot of challenges are there. And these are all for reveling, for the pleasure. Enjoy the world. Nightclubs are there. Different types of foods are there. Everything is for reveling. We always pleasure. Somebody died, no problem. Their time is over and they have to leave. Reveling. Kridartham chaiva chapare, pleasures. for the sake of pleasure, one should involve in the creation. The manifestation of creation is for the sake of reveling and for taking the pleasures, what is there in the creation. And few others think that devasya yesha svabhavaha. Here, the svabhava should be considered as Maya. Maya Mayi, in Shankara's words. Devaha, Jyotanavan Purushaha, a self-effulgent divine entity. That Deva is being covered by Maya. Maya means illusion. When we don't have authority, a means of knowledge, in order to understand something as it is, we consider it other than what it is. Thus the creation happens. You know, we don't know the real entity behind everything. This entity is mistaken in the form of creation. Devasya yesha svabhavaha ayam. Devaha, the effulgent one, and this effulgent one is not known for most of the people. Those who are committed to study under a traditional teacher, they will come to know what is Devaha, the divine entity, the effulgent one. Devasya yesha svabhavaha ayam. Svabhavaha. What is svabhavaha? Maya. Maya means two types of energy Maya is having. There are two types of working field for Maya. Avaranam, vikshepam. Hiding something without seeing. This is called avaranam. You don't see it is a rope because of the darkness or some other things. So there is a hindrance in your vision. There is a block to see what is there in front of you. Avaran. Vikshepam, projection, other than what it is, you assume yourself. Due to the Maya, due to this mysterious power of effulgent one. So, avaranam and vikshepam. Covering the real thing and projecting a duplicate thing in front of you. Projecting the duplicate, an unreal thing in front of you. These two things will happen. And this is the way how the illusion works in the mind of a person. Covering something which was as it is and projecting something which was not at all. You know, this is called Maya. So creation is due to the effect of Maya, the illusion, which has two ways of working. One is covering, projection, covering the real thing, avaranam, and vikshepa. Vikshepa means
Dilip ji, the mic is off.
few people think that this Srishti is due to the illusional, the mysterious power, what we call illusion Maya of the divine power, effulgent one. And the final sentence is something important. Atma kamasya kaspriha. which we will deal in the next class. There will be no anxiety, there will be no pressure, there will be no interest for a person to enjoy the creation, one who knows as it is who I am. We are going to see that in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishah Gobrahmanebhya Shupamastu Nityam Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
Dilipa ji, thank you ji. Om.
Namaste. Namaste, namaste, all of you. Thank you. See you in the next class, next Sunday. Pranam, everybody. Have a very nice day.